गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। इस वीडियो में हमें डिस्कस करेंगे इवेंट्स इन सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन। प्रीवियस वीडियो में डिस्कस किया था अप टू phases in sexual reproduction. So in this video we will discuss about events in sexual reproduction. So different types of organisms, they differ in diverse conditions or diverse characters, but when they come to sexual mode of reproduction, they show a similar type of characters, that is the formation and fusion of both male and female gametes. In all sexually reproducing organisms, there are mainly two different types of events are there. Events in sexual reproduction broadly classified into two types: pre-fertilization events and post-fertilization events. So events in sexual reproduction broadly categorized into mainly two types according to NCERT textbook: pre-fertilization and post-fertilization. But one more event is there, that is fertilization event. So first we will discuss about pre-fertilization events. So what are pre-fertilization events? Events before fertilization. Events takes place before fertilization is called pre-fertilization events. So pre-fertilization events there are two types: gametogenesis. First one is gametogenesis and second one is gamete transfer. So these are the events before fertilization. So events before fertilization are called pre-fertilization events. There again two types: gametogenesis and gamete transfer. The first one is gametogenesis. So gametogenesis means it is the formation of gametes. Formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. Genesis means formation, gamete means gametes. So formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. In sexual reproduction, the gametes are usually two different types of gametes. Organisms produce two different types of gametes: homogametes and heterogametes. Homogametes and heterogametes. Homogametes are also known as isogametes, and heterogametes are different gametes. Homo or iso, it means similar. The two fusing gametes are, if the two fusing gametes are similar in both structurally and functionally, then this type of gametes are known as isogametes or homogametes. And these isogametes are usually, they can be found in lower organisms like algae. If both fusing gametes are similar in structure and function, and if we cannot find what is male and what is female, and such fusing gametes are similar, then these gametes are known as homo or isogametes. And second one is heterogametes. Heterogametes are the two fusing gametes they are distinctly different. They are distinctly differ from each other. Then these two fusing gametes are known as heterogametes. So in lower organisms like algae, fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes, the two fusing gametes are dissimilar, but male gamete is known as antherozoite, and female gamete is known as egg cell, or that is called ova. So both fusing gametes are, this is female larger and non-motile, and this is male motile and smaller gamete. If the two fusing gametes are dissimilar in size or structure, then they are called heterogametes. In case of algae, fungi, bryophytes and pteridophytes, male gamete is known as antherozoites and female is called egg cell. Or in case of higher organisms, like in case of human being, the female gamete is known as, this is called ovule, and the male gamete is known as, this one is known as sperm. But here these two gametes and these two gametes, they are distinctly differ. They are different in all characters. If organisms produce this type of gametes, then these gametes are known as heterogametes. So what is gametogenesis? Formation of gametes. formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. Gametes are two types, isogametes and heterogametes. Isogametes, they are similar. Heterogametes, they are dissimilar. So before going to discuss the later events in gametogenesis, so we should able to discuss what is the sexuality in organisms. Sexuality in organisms. In lower sexually reproducing organisms, functional gametes are not differentiated into sex organs. So sex organs are absent in lower animals. In these animals, only functional gametes are present, and one functional gamete is called plus and another functional gamete is known as minus. If both functional gametes, so they are only called functional gametes, they are the two fusing gametes, and if these two fusing gametes, there belongs to same thallus. What is thallus? The undifferentiated plant body. The undifferentiated plant body is called thallus. If both male and female gametes present on same thallus, then these organisms are called homothallic organisms. And homothallic organisms, for best example, Rhizopora. If both functional gametes present on different thallus, belongs to different thallus, then they are known as heterothallic. In lower organisms, if functional gametes belongs to same thallus, then that is called homothallic. If there belongs to, means male gamete present on one thallus and female gamete present on another thallus, then organisms are known as heterothallic organisms. So in lower organisms, only functional gametes are present. If there belongs to same thallus, homothallic. If there belongs to different, then that is called heterothallic. But in higher plants, functional gametes are differentiated into sex organs. Both male and female sex organs present. If both male and female sex organs present on same parent, then they are called bisexual organisms. Bisexual organism means flower has both androecium and gynoecium, because in flowering plants, the male sex organ is known as androecium and female sex organ is known as gynoecium. If both belongs to same flower, they are present on same plant, then they are called bisexual flowers. If they are present on different flowers on different plants, then the flowers are called unisexual flowers. And in some organisms, the higher plants are also categorized into monoecious and dioecious. Monoecious, if both bisexual, is also called monoecious. If androecium, gynoecium present on same parent, same plant, then they are called monoecious. Example, cucurbita. And dioecious, if both male and female organs present on two different plants, then that is called dioecious. Example, papaya and date palm. Monoecious means if, so bisexual monoecious and bisexual dioecious is also there. Bisexual monoecious means the same plant has different flowers and one flower has male and one flower has female, then these flowers are called unisexual flowers but monoecious, because both male and female reproductive organs present on same plant on different flowers. Dioecious means the entire plant has either male or female, then that is called dioecious, or that is also known as unisexual. And if in dioecious condition, if the flower has only androecium, then it is called unisexual male flower. Unisexual male flower is also known as staminate. And if flower has only gynoecium, then unisexual female flower. Unisexual female flower is known as pistillate flower. pistillate flower. But in organisms, in some higher animals, if both reproductive organs present on same individual, then it is called hermaphrodite. That is known as hermaphrodite. Or there is present on only one sex organ present in one, then there is called unisexual. So in case of animals like sponges, leech, so these organisms are called bisexual or hermaphrodite. And cockroach, this is the single unisexual, this is the unisexual organism. So in higher planes, the sex or the functional gametes are clearly differentiated into sex organs, but in lower animals they are only functional gametes. But some lower organisms like Chara and Mercantia, so both are lower organisms, but Chara is bisexual. Sex organs are differentiated, both male and female sex organs present on same plane. So Chara is a green algae, it is bisexual. So Mercantia is a bryophyte. Then Mercantia contain either male or female. So this is Mercantia is unisexual. Some lower organisms, they are also unisexual and bisexual. For animals, sponges, leeches, they are bisexual. Cockroaches, unisexual. For plants, Chara and Mercantia. Chara is bisexual and Mercantia is unisexual. So this is the sexuality in different types of organisms. In all sexually reproducing organisms, in some organisms, functional gametes differentiated into sex organs like higher planes, and in some lower organisms, only there are functional gametes. If there belongs to same thallus, homothallic. If they are present on different thallus, then that is called heterothallic. So what is gametogenesis? That is the first event of pre-fertilization. In gametogenesis, what is gametogenesis? Formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. So formation of gametes, it is associated with cell division. So cell division during the gametogenesis. Gametogenesis, formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. And here gametes. So gametes are the ultimately fusing structures, male and female gametes. And gametes are always haploid. Haploid means only they have only one set of chromosomes, and it is denoted by N. If it is diploid, 2N, triploid, 3N. And gametes are produced by gamete producing or gamete mother cells. Gamete mother cells present on parent organism. And the parent organisms, they may be haploid or they may be diploid. For example, lower plants like algae, bryophytes, fungi, in these the parent organism is haploid, and this haploid parent body undergo mitotic cell division to produce haploid gametes. So gametes are always haploid. So the parent organism also haploid. So here the parent organism, they undergo mitosis, because mitotic cell division is also called equational cell division. It maintains the same number of chromosomes. So that's why haploid parent body undergo mitotic cell division to produce haploid gametes. If the parent body is diploid, like pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperm, then the parent body undergo meiosis. Parent organism undergo meiotic cell division, again it produces haploid gametes. So here the parent body is diploid. So diploid organism should produce haploid gametes. So here these organisms should follow the meiosis, because meiosis reduces the number of chromosomes to half. If parent body is diploid, gametes should be haploid. So they follows meiotic cell division, because meiotic cell division reduces the number of chromosomes to half. And in meiosis there is special cell, means there are some gamete producing structures, and these gamete producing structures are called meiocytes. The spore mother cells are present. Spore mother cells present in case of diploid parent body, and these spore mother cells undergo meiosis to form haploid gametes. the structure which undergo meiosis, that is called meiocyte. And meiocytes are always diploid. The structures which undergo meiosis to form haploid gametes, then the structure should be diploid, and these diploid structures which undergo meiosis, they are called meiocytes. And in NCERT textbook there are some examples. Number of chromosomes in meiocytes and number of chromosomes in meiocyte, because meiocytes are always diploid, and number of chromosomes in gametes. So gametes are haploid. For example, if you take human being, in diploid condition there are 46 chromosomes. If in meiocyte contain 46 number of chromosomes, then their gametes, if human being produce gametes, and gametes contain how many chromosomes? Gametes contain only 23 number of chromosomes, because gametes are always. So during sexual reproduction or during meiosis, there are some special cells. They are called meiocytes. Meiocytes are always diploid. The structure which undergo meiosis, they are called meiocytes, and gametes are always haploid. And for example, if you take human being, in diploid condition, human being has 46 number of chromosomes. The meiocyte in human being has 46. Then gametes has how many? Only 23. So gametes exactly they have half number of chromosomes. And if you take housefly, it has 12 number of chromosomes, and in this condition 6. If you take rat 42, and here 21 chromosomes present. And if you take dog has 78, and here 39 number of chromosomes. If you take cat, so cat has 38 and 19 number of chromosomes. And if you take fruit fly, in fruit fly 56, and here 28 number of chromosomes. And one more example is Ophioglossum. So it is a fungi. It is fern, and it has 1260, and here 630 number of chromosomes. If we take onion, the onion is 16, and here 8 number of chromosomes. So like some organisms, they have double number of chromosomes in case of meiocytes, and they have half number of chromosomes in case of gametes. So these examples are very important for competitive exams. So this is the cell division during gametogenesis. This is the first event of pre-fertilization event. And the second event of pre-fertilization event is known as gamete transfer. So after the formation of gametes, they should brought together to facilitate fertilization. So in many cases, usually male gamete is motile. So male gamete is motile, or it can move to female gamete. And female gamete is generally, it is non-motile. It is larger and non-motile. Male gamete is smaller and motile, and female gamete is larger and non-motile. But there are some exceptions like algae and some fungi. Both male and female gametes, both are motile. So in some algae and fungi whose both male and female gametes are motile, there is no need of external medium. But in many cases, male gamete is motile and female gamete is non-motile. Here, external medium is required for movement of male gametes, and usually water provides external medium to transfer of male gamete into female gamete. But in higher plants, like in male gametes and female gametes, this character usually found in algae, some bryophytes, and some pteridophytes. But if you observe gymnosperms and angiosperm, there is a special mechanism for transfer of male gamete, because in these two cases, the male gamete is non-motile. Male gametes are unable to move to the female gamete. So there is a special mechanism that is called pollination. So about pollination we will discuss about next chapter. But in higher plants, the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of same flower, another flower, or another flower of different plant, that is known as pollination. In lower organism, male gametes motile and through water or through external medium they transfer to the female. But in higher plant, the male gametes transfer through. The male gametes transfer to pollen tube. If movement of male gametes facilitated by pollen tube, such type of fertilization is known as syphnogamy. If male gametes move to female gamete with the help of flagella, then this type of fertilization is known as deuterogamy. So this is the gamete transfer. In next video we will discuss about fertilization events and post fertilization events.